everyone, welcome back again to Planet Crafter. I am starting this recording immediately after finishing the last one because I just can't stop playing this game right now. I'm really having a ton of fun with it, and I love the whole style of game that this is, and the whole sort of plot of it and the goal of it, and it's really satisfying because I'm really excited to see how it sort of develops and changes as the terraformation occurs. Because if you remember at the end of last episode, or you may be watching this right after watching that, in which case you probably remember, there is a thing called a grass spreader, and at this point, looking at this desert wasteland, the idea of having grass here is wild. That stuff over there falling is also wild to me. It looks like there's something on top, sort of like ice or something, which I'd be really interested to see if that's ice or just erosion or what that is. But there's a lot of stuff I want to see. There's this arch over here that I have no idea what that is. There are the two crafts that I went and looked at and then didn't have enough time to look at fully. But also that weird yellow fog thing over there. I don't know what that is. And looks like there's some sort of structure behind it too. So I need to get a lot of stuff so that I can venture farther. So that's why I'm prioritizing getting a ton of cobalt and ice so that I can get water and hopefully more oxygen as well so that I can go explore more. Because in that ship up there were a ton of things that I did not have the inventory for, but I also didn't have enough time to explore everything. I think there was a lot that I didn't get to see. This is gonna be close, but I think I can just barely make it. Yep, okay. I'm hoping that as the terraformation improves, there starts to be an atmosphere with oxygen, but then again, to cover a planet this large with the very few plants that I have would take an unbelievably long time. But I'm already 36% into this stage, which is exciting because I feel like when I last looked at it the first time I made this, I was only like 13%, I think. But I need to get more oxygen because I need the food grower, which I'm actually getting close to here. This is improving pretty quickly. And I'm hoping that the food, since it's also plants, could potentially help increase the other things as it's being increased for itself. Do I have... I don't have aluminum though. I'm pretty sure I don't have enough aluminum, at least. This so badly, but I have no aluminum, unfortunately. Okay. I need to go out and get only cobalt here. Is this new? I swear there wasn't one of these here before. There was the other one that I got rid of. It is new. What the heck? Okay. Now I have less inventory space than I thought I would, but oh well. I guess I will make something then. I know this is using up the cobalt that I just got, but I need more power anyway. Okay. Cobalt is so easy to see. Cobalt and ice are the most easy things to tell apart, which makes them really nice. Until I find, like, quartz or something that looks like ice. I don't even know if that's a thing in this, but who knows? More little dust storms. Okay. Nice if you could stack things and not have this mess of storage, but okay. This seems like a good start. I'm gonna go this way this time and try and find stuff in that other food grower. I should maybe go back and deal with that first, but I'm on a mission and I left already, so. I really want to try and make sure that I can get the, this stuff in this one crashed thing here. Also, whatever the heck is going on with that yellow stuff, if I have time, I would like to go see what that is. But at this point, I have 5 waters and 5 oxygen things and no... Also behind, I can't tell if that white stuff is on the surface of the other planet or if it's on this planet that looks kind of like clouds, because I don't think that this planet has clouds. But also, it's a little hard to tell. But... what was I saying? Yeah, I want to try and prioritize going here first before I do anything else, just because I want to make sure that I can have enough time to try and see what this is. Also, I'm going here first instead of back to that other one, the larger one, because I think that if I do this, I will be able to, hopefully, have enough time to explore this one since it's smaller. Is that looks like it's a hole down into something. I also have my flashlight now because before I wasn't really able to get into much because I didn't realize that was a thing. Okay. Okay, I'm going to click this correctly this time. There we go, okay. This seems concerning that there are. Okay. Whoa. Wait a second. Okay. I didn't know that was the thing that I could find. Okay. I'm gonna drop that. That seems a little bit more important. At this stage, this is a little disorienting to try and see. Okay, also it sounds like it's getting somewhat ominous out there. I think there's another of those storms. I don't really need fabric compared to some of these other things. Are these suits just... cosmetic? I don't know what just happened there. Okay. Okay. This seems really dangerous because I am somewhat stranded in here. And I don't want to go out in that. But also, whoa, this is the first time it's been something other than... Hang on. Okay. Okay, there's so much more in here. I don't even have time for this. Whoa, there was a iron. Okay. I love having this this amount of oxygen. It's amazing. Oh my gosh. I don't need fabric as much as I need some of these other things, so this is a hard decision. Or wait, no. Not that. That is what I meant to click on. Decisions. Okay. Drink another water that I don't... fine. Okay. Get rid of the iron, because I have that. Okay. Now, to get out as quickly as I can. Which, have I seen this one? That's the one that was on this side that I saw. Okay. I'm hoping the meteor storm has stopped. It looks like it. Okay. I almost forgot which one I went to and started to walk in the exact opposite direction of where I need to go, which would have been really, really bad. But it's fine. And I am paying attention to all of my important statistics about my health right now. I'm determined to reach a blue sky in this episode. I think I can. get there. Especially now that I have all these new plant seeds to start putting in things and get more oxygen faster. Because the sky right now is actually starting to turn a little bit more blue. But it's definitely not there yet. But straight up it is. And I don't know if that's just the time of day that it is, or if it is actually, like, becoming more of a blue sky with more atmosphere. Inventory full. I kind of suspected that. I just know I'm gonna need ice for making more of these growing things. And I have the food grower now, which I really, really, really need to start doing, because I'm definitely running out of the packaged food that I had when I landed. This seems like it's about to get meteor-ish again. Okay. Let's see, food grower, iron. Oh, I need a water bottle. Interesting. Okay. Let me prioritize things here. Oh, everything's smashing. Okay. Blueprint. Okay. Almost 50%. That's exciting. Okay. What I need here then are to do with these spacesuits. I think they're just cosmetic and not actually functional. Okay. Aluminum, titanium, and silicon. Agility thingies. Okay. I have spots now. Okay. I feel like I just used up almost all of my aluminum that I had. Unfortunately. Aluminum, iron, water bottle, and then for this, does not need aluminum, so that's good. Iron. This is large. Does this go? Okay, this is an inside thing. Let me then actually first make. Need more iron and titanium, actually. Okay. This is just a constant quest of having enough stuff to make. I need more titanium, which I don't seem to have here. Still really curious about that yellow thing over there, so I want to go see that as soon as I finish with these little crafting things that I really need to be working on. It looks like it's coming from the bottom of the area where the stuff is falling, and it also looks like the stuff is falling more and faster than it used to be, which I might be totally wrong about that. I wonder if there's like ice at the top, and as I add more heat, it's melting or something. That would be kind of an interesting concept. Nuclear reactor, okay. I'm sure that's gonna use some weird resources that I don't have very easily. There's no way that that would be easy. It also looks like there's purple smoke over that way. But I don't know if that's just the surface of the other planet or like how that is. Okay. Let's see. I should be able to make a food grower. Low power. Okay, that's fine. Squash. That looks very cool. I need to make more power though. Also, it's nice of them to close the little hatch thing before someone falls into it. I need a uranium rod. I definitely don't have that. It's nice of them to close the little hatch to the door before someone falls. Also, now it kind of looks like there isn't that orange stuff, and maybe that, no, there, it's kind of coming back. Okay. Yeah, the orange is back. Or the whatever color that is. Okay. Cobalt, silicon. I feel like it's weird to be comparing this game so much to Subnautica, especially when Subnautica is not a game that I've ever played on the channel, but I do find it kind of fun because I think it has a lot of elements that are really similar, but also like sort of the feeling of, I don't know if this makes sense at all how I'm gonna word this, but it's more two-dimensional. Like, when you play Subnautica, a lot of what you're doing is in like a vertical plane. Like, you're diving down to things and trying to like get resources from the seafloor while you keep having to go to the surface and stuff like that. Whereas with this game, it's a lot more like going out away from your thing to try and find something and then coming back. Which I think is interesting because it's got a lot of stuff that makes it kind of similar, but then a lot of stuff that's definitely really unique to this game. And especially I think the idea of it being sort of like starting from an uninhabitable world to making a habitable world is an interesting thing, especially comparing it to Subnautica again, because with Subnautica it's like you start on a world that is habited but by things that are not necessarily the most friendly. And then as you progress, you sort of get more things and you're able to sort of have more interactions with creatures where you're more likely to survive because you get more tools and you get more experience, or you kind of start to learn where specific creatures are so that if you want to try to avoid them, you can, because different animals stay kind of in their biome and don't really spread too much away from that. It is starting to get very blue, actually. But that's what makes it so interesting, too, because you know sometimes if you are going to go into a specific... I can't reach that one. If you are going to go into a specific biome in Subnautica, you sometimes know, like, oh, well, this is where I have to go, but I know there's a Reaper here, or something like that, and so it makes it feel, like, more predictable, but also more intense in a way. But this one, it feels like it's kind of mostly safe to assume there probably aren't a lot of creatures here. But then there's also a chance there could be some sort of extraterrestrial life here. Also, I think the meteors are coming back. Yeah, they are. But it's definitely a thing where it's like, that seems like it's kind of... I don't know if the opposite is exactly the right way to describe it, but definitely, like, it's really close to being the same, but there's just, like, this subtle difference of feeling isolated because there is nothing versus feeling isolated because there is a lot of things around you, but they're mostly hostile and you don't know what you're doing, and everything around you is, do I have enough for one more? Yeah, I do. Yay. And everything around you is just sort of alien. I mean, everything's alien in both of them, because it is an alien world, but look at everything increasing. That's great. Also, look how tall these are. Oh my gosh. I love that. I don't want to accidentally deconstruct this. But look at these things. They look so cool. You know what these actually kind of look like? On the topic of Subnautica, these flowers sort of look a little bit like mesmers. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. It's been a while since I played that game, but mesmers, I'm pretty sure, is the correct thing. Okay. What I need to do now is go get cobalt, make more solar panels, and then make more... It's getting really yellow over there again. And then make more oxygen thingies, and then go look at what the heck the yellow-orange whatever is over there. Also, I can't tell if it's just the angle that I'm at, but it kind of seems like the erosion or whatever that is that's going on, melting maybe, is getting, like, spreading. It's kind of coming farther along the wall. I may be completely wrong about that. It might just be the angle that I'm at right now. But I want to see what that is, and I want to see what that arch thing over there is, but I definitely think that specific thing is too far away from me right now. That arch, though, actually really does look like that thing in Slime Rancher, which is the other game that I've kind of compared a very specific part of this game too, because in Slime Rancher there's that, like, over the little island area that you can teleport to, there's sort of a half circle, or like most of a circle dome thing that's over there. So it's interesting. I don't know exactly what that thing in this game is, but I will hopefully get there one day. And I got back before it even had to warn me about oxygen this time. Okay. Okay, not enough, but that's okay. Let me see what I need for another heater. I can make one more. If I put this here. Okay, well that destroyed the power. Also, I don't think I can get out now, so I think I have to deconstruct this. Which repowers everything, which is nice. Also, it gives me back all my stuff, which is equally nice. Not the water. Okay. Eat one of the waters, eat the thing. See how my, oh, not ready yet, 60%. That says it's supposed to be a squash. That looks like an onion. I don't know. Okay, I definitely need more food growers, but first, which direction am I going? This way. I need to go look at what the heck this yellow fog is, because I have a lot of questions. Also, it's getting dangerous, I think. But also the only things that I have with me right now are oxygen and water, so if I do get hit, it's not like I'm losing a ton of rare stuff, even if I can get hit, which I don't know if that even happens. Also, this doesn't seem like there are meteors right now, so no idea. It makes it weirder to try and look at this, though, because everything is yellow instead of just this area. What the heck, though? This is so surreal. Is that a cave? There's another giant ship over there. Whoa. And then that looks really icy. What the heck? And there's something over there too. Okay. I need to prioritize my time here. Whoa. Look at this place. What the heck are these red things? Is that iridium? It is. Okay. I have found where to find that. This is slightly insane. This place is huge. I could get lost here so easily, so I'm gonna try and be really careful not to do that right now. This is why I need a compass, probably. But this is so cool. That little thing right there, I don't know if that's intentional or if that's like a visual glitch. It looks a little bit like there's a hammock strung up in the cave opening. Also, whoa, the sky just turned weird as I'm coming out. Okay, but this area is also, there looks like there's a bridge across there too. This area is where all the misty stuff is coming from. Look at the bluish sky though, that's cool. Is this just like a sandstorm or something? It might be. As far as I can see, there's no fancy specific ore that's over here that isn't other places. That's just ice. Look how sparkly it is. What the heck? Okay. This is wild. There's definitely something that looks kind of icy over there. There's more structures here. I don't have enough time to look at all of it, but oh my gosh, this is so interesting. And I'm really, really happy that I know of... Oh, night with the bluish sky looks really cool. I'm happy that I know of where to get iridium now. Okay. Okay, perfect. That's just rock. This bluish area looks really interesting too. I wonder if it might be easier to explore this area at night when it's not quite as bright yellow, where it's really disorienting. There's something over there. Or now it's getting more disorienting again. Never mind. But there was definitely something. And I don't know if I can get to it. That's just cobalt. It looked like the green one for a second. I wonder if this cave might also be so that if you're out exploring, you can take shelter from meteors crashing on everything. I don't know if I can jump up that way. It's just iron. Everything looks so weird in here. I definitely did see something here, but I'm also running out of time. Okay. So I have to reach a certain heat for it to melt. That's interesting. I wonder if it's gonna uncover something specific. It's interesting how these glow. It would be so easy to get lost in a cave like this forever. Just gonna grab as much iridium as I can on the way out so that I can ideally make more heaters, because I think that that's what these are mainly used for at this point. Whoa. That's titanium, but it looked really odd. It looked much more organic. Looked like some kind of wood. Okay, but now I have to actually leave. This is dangerous. I say as I continue... Ooh, another vegetube. As I continue grabbing other things and not working on running. Look at the sky! I'm making an atmosphere. That's kind of cool. Okay. The last oxygen and the last water, and then I can grab 2 more things on my way. This is so satisfying. I honestly didn't expect to be able to get to blue sky this fast when I first saw that number, but this is actually turning out really, really cool. Get that eventually, but I don't have aluminum again. I should go check on my crop thing. I also don't know if these are... No, don't construct it. 99%. I don't know if these are regrowable or if they are single time use things. Okay. Okay. I have so much iridium. Ooh, a fancy drill. Okay. Let's see. Okay, it does regrow. And it's nice that it starts at 30. Look at all my oxygen production. I don't think this produces any oxygen, even though it is a plant. Okay. I love how you can just eat something and then that restores health. Hunger and health are the same thing, apparently. Okay. What I think I need to do is make another one of these. Can I put it? It seems a little concerning. This feels... I feel like... I would not want to walk under that, probably. But what I want to try and do now Heaters. Iron and silicon. Also, what do I need to make another of the Figura's aluminum, which I don't have. Beacon. Helps you find your way. Oh, that would be useful. Okay. So that's like a beacon to here. I could put it and then find my way back. That would be really, really good. Okay. This will just be the room of heaters. Okay. Cobalt and silicon. This area is starting to look a little bit barren of materials. Okay. My terraforming index is completely paused right now because there is not anything being produced because I have no power. Apparently. Which I feel like, for the sake of the game, it makes sense. Like, if you run out of power, there should be something that is a consequence of that. But at the same time, I feel like... need iron too. I feel like in real life, a plant would continue to grow and produce oxygen without power. If it was in the complete dark, maybe not for too long, but it would for a while. So. That's just my nitpicking about it, but it would theoretically still produce power for a while. Look at the sky. And over there, that looks like there's snow over there now. Which is wild. Okay. This is very close. Yeah, okay. Just barely, but I made it. Okay, I'm going to succeed in this today. I'm at 78%. Okay. I have so many things. What do I even do with uranium? I don't know yet. I need aluminum for everything. Okay. I need a place where you can just find aluminum the same way that you can find uranium. Or not uranium. Iridium. That's what it's called. Okay. This one makes heat and pressure. Did the other drill do that? It makes a tiny bit of heat. This one doesn't make heat. Okay. Everything needs aluminum. Okay. Time to grab more titanium and make more drills. I can make that from so far away. Low power, blah blah blah, okay. Let me see. I need iron. I need many things, okay. This still feels questionable at best. Okay. I'm gonna assume that I don't have any iron in here, because I feel like that is the one that I'm constantly running out of. Okay, I need iron, cobalt, and silicon. Also, why would these generators that generate power stop when there's no power? That also feels a little bit like cheating. It's time to just start throwing these things down wherever they fit, because I need to just get way more power because I'm running out of everything. And I need to actually pay attention to my vitals as well. It's so much easier to see the other ships and stuff when the sky is all blue like this. Oh, my hydration is critical. I really have not been paying attention to that at all. Okay. Well, I can do something about that. I'm stuck. No. Okay. Okay. There we go. I'm hydrated. And I have power again, which means that very soon I will be able to get to the next stage, which I'm curious what kind of quests I'll have then, because I feel like I've been doing a lot of stuff, but I also feel like all the stuff that I've been doing is still in the very early stages of terraforming. Like, outside still just looks barren, even though the sky looks a lot better. I need to make another food grower, but I need aluminum, which I need to get more of eventually, and then I need to look at heater silicon. Okay. Or wait, I should look at my thing over here. Okay. feel like heat is my slowest one right now, but it's a little bit hard to tell because they are not really equivalent units. But also, why is there like this fog on it? Maybe it's fog from my plants, I don't know. Also my flashlight. Wait a minute, it's my flashlight, isn't it? I think it was. Okay. It was reflections that just look really weird. I love these being all grown. And also they're so much larger than their counterparts in the smaller ones. These are so short. But they're still really pretty. I like them. That one looks super cool though. Okay. I need to get, let's see. Iron, silicon, and iridium, which I have a lot of. So basically just iron and silicon. Also, is that a crate over there that I have been to or haven't been to? Because I know how to deconstruct them now. It might be one of the ones that I went to before I figured out how to deconstruct, or it might be one of the ones that I looked in and said, I need to save my inventory space, and then didn't actually do anything with. Or it might be new. No, okay. There's a sort of ominous noise in the music right now. And I don't know whether that should be concerning or not. Also, imagine being on a planet that had either moons or other planets the size of that. Like, it's so cool to look at. But that would be so surreal. Okay. I need silicon. I'm getting a lot of iron, which is great. But it's not specifically the thing that I need right at this moment. Noises that I feel like are a little questionable to be hearing out here in what should be complete isolation. Also, was this part just never as cracked as some of the other parts, or is the ground starting to get less completely cracked? It might be that it's sort of starting to get some groundwater if ice is melting. But also, look at how much more color there is over there. Like, it's so white now when it used to be just all red and orange. I'm getting so close to the blue sky, so that's very exciting. I need to run quickly because I'm gonna start suffocating now. But look at this. That's really cool. It's such a contrast now between the really red and yellow and orange, and then just super bright blue. Okay, perfect. I got there with plenty of time. Also, if I'm not gonna have to go into this room, what's stopping me from just making a little wall of heaters? Okay, more iridium. I have so much of that downstairs. I feel like this is gonna use up all my power again. Okay. Well done. This room is gonna be really hot. And this wall is still available for building out of. This wall is not, because I've got all my plants there. That's not what I want to 81. Okay. We're getting so close. 93%, and it's going up pretty fast. Alright. I need water for sure. Food level low. Yeah, I know. I need to... I have only a little bit of this left, so... Need to work on... aluminum. It's always the aluminum. I'll find aluminum eventually. Okay, but if I... Interesting. Okay. Let me just figure out exactly how I want this to line up. If I do that, ooh, okay. I'm gonna put my crop-related things in there so that I can have some semblance of arrangement here. I'm gonna be eating a lot of eggplants, which sounds really gross. Is that an empty? Why do I have an empty one? I don't know. Okay, I will figure out what to do with that. Put that there for now. I still have a little bit of space to walk around in here. What the heck? Okay, there we go. I did not recognize how it looks at the bottom. Oh my gosh. I'm getting so close. 97%. I want to stand outside and look at this as this happens. Which I do need to pay attention to oxygen, but look at the color here. There's still some stuff flying through the sky, but this is amazing, honestly, having all of this stuff working now after so long of just building things with whatever I can scrounge up. Okay. I want to go back to that ship over there soon, but I don't have the resources at this exact moment to do so. Can I deconstruct? Things in here. Okay. Yeah. Blue atmosphere, got it. I know. I wonder what I did. Like, if I'm a criminal serving my sentence here. Okay, it's so close. We need to stare at the sky when it happens. This is wild. In only 3 videos, I have a blue atmosphere already. Advanced craft station. Okay. That's cool. Clouds. Whoa. Okay. And it's already going up more, even though this is now going towards something completely new. Okay. That was a little bit anticlimactic, but honestly, I'm just super excited with everything right now. This is so cool. This is going really well. I really, really like this game. And I just heard another of those weird noises. Okay. But I think that this is a good stopping point because I finally reached my goal for this section at least. And this is so much fun. I cannot wait to come back and play more of this soon. But like I said at the beginning, I recorded this right after recording the one before it. So I have sort of been playing this for about over 2 hours back to back right now. So I think I'm going to leave this here for now. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye!